Here is the second video I have made for you, and sorry for the first video ending. I have not tell you that goodbye. I have not told you goodbye. The class suddenly stopped, but today I will say you goodbye for the first lecture, and welcome to second lecture of our class, lecture number 2. In the first lecture we have discussed about ICBN, ICZN, and importance of nomenclature, important, what is identification, what is identification, and many more things, what is the number of species we have discovered, and many more, full form of these two factors, ICBN and ICZN. And I am telling you, this is so much important for you that one of these have already done. And as per my promise, i have taken I have taken pictures of NCERT fingertips, MTG NCERT fingertips for practice. Today we will practice diversity of living world. After the class, today we will discuss and practice NCERT fingertips after diversity in living world. When we completed this chapter, we will discuss. When we complete this, we will practice this topic from MTG MCT fingertips. So let's start our lecture number 2. This is too late to introduce the lecture number 2. So let's start. Description of any. Yes, one more thing. Please open your book. Please open your textbook. Open your textbook for where I have underlined, where I have highlighted the point which are important. So please open your textbook for better experience. And if you need the PDF of this, I will please comment, and I will send the whole PDF, highlighted PDF. I have ready, which I have discussed in the class. So if you need the PDF, please comment. Comment for PDF notes for class 11, or practice sheet, practice note for 11. I will upload. Please comment in comment section. Please comment at comment section. And please like this video and subscribe for later, for being interacted with us. Please like and subscribe. Okay, let's start, boys and girls. Description of any organism should enable the people in any part of world to arrive at the same name. They also ensure that such a name not been used for any other known organism. So this is also a importance of bionomial nomenclature. Bionomial nomenclature. Whatever bionomial nomenclature, this is another importance. You may highlight it, but I have to highlight only one point. What I am thinking about to highlight. So if you have understood this, that what is the importance of nomenclature, I will tell you that if I have a animal, I have discovered an animal and I named it. What is the importance of nomenclature? I will say to you. Suppose invented, I have described an animal X, and other scientists name it Y, another name it Z, another people calling it that it should be Z1, means name of one uh, animal is spread out and got four different names, that he have Z1, X, Z2, many kind of names. So resolving this problem, Carolus Linnaeus has proposed a theorem that one uh, organism one organism have only one name, and this type of nomenclature is called binomial nomenclature. He said that uh, one animal, here is for example, it is an elephant. Picture of an elephant. His common name is elephant. But in many countries like India or Asian countries, it is known as Hathi, and many more name Virabot. So we became confused. What is doing if one say, "Have you seen Hathi?" You will say, "What Hathi?" But if he say, "You saw Laxodonata africana," then you will search the name. What is Laxodonata africana? Then you remember that, oh, there is a elephant. So you do not know Hathi, but you know Laxodonata africana, and you suddenly recognize that it is elephant. So this is the uh, importance of binomial nomenclature, and this theory is proposed by Carolus Linnaeus, one of the greatest scientists ever, greatest biologist also. So biologist universally accepted, biologists follow the universally accepted principle provided by scientific names to known species. Each name has two components. Each name has two components: the generic name and the specific epithet. The system of providing a name to component is called binomial nomenclature. This naming system is given by Carolus Linnaeus. is being practiced by biologists all over the world. This naming system using two word format was found convenient. Let us take the example of mango to understand way of providing scientific names better. The scientific name of mango is written Mangifera indica. Let us see how it is a binomial name. In this Mangifera represent the genus while indica is a particular species or a species epithet. Other universal rules of nomenclature are as follows. So, who is Carolus Linnaeus? Please remind these people. Carolus Linnaeus. This is Carolus Linnaeus who have invented binomial nomenclature and written a book, Systema Naturae. We'll read it later while reading taxonomy. Other universal rules of nomenclature are follows. Biological name are generally in Latin and written in italics. They are Latinized or derived from Latin irrespective of their origin. So you may ask me a question that why? Why Latin? Why Latin is choiced for binomial nomenclature? There are in world there are many languages. So why Latin? In our world there are many languages. So why Latin? Why Latin? Language is used for binomial nomenclature. So answer of this question is Latin. If you search Latin language, this is a dead language. This is a dead language. Means Latin language cannot be written. Dead language cannot be written. It can only hearable. It is only hearable. So scientists use this dead language so that no one can because when we read there is no pressure of right. When we pronounce there is no pressure to have the right letter to be offered, but when we write we must, I say leave. So someone can write this leave, someone can write this leave, but Latin is such a language that there is no alphabet in Latin. This is a dead language. So in italics we can easily write the name. Okay, next point. The first word in biological name represent the genus while the second component denotes the specific epithet. Both the words in a biological name, when handwritten, are separately underlined or printed in italics, indicate their Latin origin. So, when we print a biological name, we should latinize, or it will be printed in italics. You can see the difference here. This is a type of print, but in this written language indica, Mangifera indica, there is the use of italics. And if you see the biological name Mangifera indica, you can see that Mangifera is the name of genus, and indica is the name of epithet. Indica is the name of epithet. Mangifera is genus. Indica is the name of epithet. Specific epithet actually. And why it is not underlined, you have maybe a question, because it is printed in italics, so there is no need to underline. If I write Mangifera indica, or you write Mangifera indica in your notebook, then we will write Mangifera indica, and then we should underline this, because we have not written in italics. So Mangifera indica should be underlined by us who is writing in the books, because we have not actually matched the italic style. Only computers can do, or Italians can do, maybe. So both words in biological name when handwritten are separately underlined or printed italics. Okay, these 3 points are done. Moving for the fourth line. The first word denoting the genus starts with capital letter, while the specific epithet starts with a small letter. It can be illustrated with the example of Mangifera indica. Please see Mangifera. M is capital here, I is small here. Okay, next we have another important line. This is another important line. If you see somewhere is written Mangifera indica, then you see that lean has written. You have made a question. Why this lean is written? So name of the author appears after specific epithet at the end of biological name and is written is abbreviated form. Example Mangifera indica. Abbreviated form means we have not if we write Mangifera indica, we'll just underline this. Lean is not be underlined normal form. It indicates that the species was first observed by Linnaeus. Actually, first observed by Linnaeus means that the species was discovered and named by Linnaeus. First identification and nomenclature is done by Linnaeus. Since it is nearly impossible to study all living organization, it is necessary to devise some means to make this possible. This process is classification. Classification is the process by which anything is grouped into convenient category based on some easily observable character. So there is a question, what is classification? Another question, what is classification? Classify. The process of classify something is called classification. And we have it is necessary to classify some characters, some common characters, some common species to a group, some common groups to a family, common family uh, to a order, and so on. Then class here is phylum for animals and division for plants. So now we will start reading about taxonomy. Don't be afraid, this is also not a page of your book. This is a separated page added by me. If you need this page, so please comment. Please comment for this page or this note page, whatever. So how classification is done? It might be a question. So if you are interested to highlight it, you can highlight it. Okay. Hmm. Next, for example, we easily recognize groups such as plants or animals or dogs, cats or insects. The moment we use any of these terms, we associated certain characters with the organism in that group. What image do you see when you think of dog? NCERT is asking a question. Please give attention to the question, because NCERT questions are really, really very good. Question that what image see when you think of a dog? This is a good question from NCERT. Obviously, what you are thinking and I am also thinking. Each of us will see dogs are not cats. When is he heard that we must think that about dog, then we will absolutely see a dog, not a cat, not a mango, not a flower, not a uh, monkey, not a lion, not a tiger, etc. etc. So obviously each of us will see dogs, not cats. Now, if we were to think if you were think of Alsatian, you know that we were thinking about talking about. You know what we were talking about. We have one kind of wolf, I think. Similarly, suppose we are say mammals. You would of course think of animals with external ears like us, because we also are mammals, and body hair likewise in plants. If we try to talk of wheat, the picture of each in our mind will the wheat plant, the rice on many other plant. Hence all the dogs, cats, mammals, wheat, rice, plant, etc. were convenient of taxa. We used to study organization. The scientific term of this category is taxa. Here you must recognize that taxa can indicate categories at different levels. Plants also form a taxa. Wheat also a taxa. Similarly, animals, mammals, dog, it is you, all of is taxa. But you know that dog is a mammal and mammals are animals. Therefore, animals, mammals, and dog represent at different level. This is an important line. This is the indicator of taxonomy. So please, this line should be underlined. Hence, based of characteristics of all living organism can be classified into different taxa. This process is called taxonomy. So, the basic definition of taxonomy is taking an animal. Suppose an animal, I have taken X, determining his genus first, then species, then back to back his family, and so on. External and internal structure along with structure of cell development process and ecological information of organization are essential to form the basis of modern taxonomic study. Hence, characterization, identification, classification, nomenclature are the process that are basic to taxonomy. Taxonomy is not something new. When we talk about taxonomy, we are talking that I think we'll thinking about the taxonomy is new to us because this is a book of 2025 to 6 reprint book. So you must think that this is taxonomy is new thing as it is printed in 2005 6 books. So it must be a new thing to us, but there is a twist here. Human beings have always been interested in knowing more and more about the various kind of organization, particularly with reference their own use. In early days, human needs to find sources of their basic need, food, clothing, and shelter. Hence, earliest classification were based on the use of various organization. Human beings were seen long not only interested in knowing more about different kinds of organization and their diversity, but also the relationship among them. This branch of study was referred to as systematics. Okay, so the history of taxonomy is put upon us that human is used taxonomy uh, for their own use. In early days, human being needs to find sources, basic needs, food, clothing, shelter. Hence, the earliest classification are based on the use of various organization. And here we got the word systematics. So please underline what is systematics. It is an important one question for all of us. The word systematic is derived from the Latin word systema, which means systematic arrangement of organization. So this is another important question for us. So you must underline it. Linnaeus used Systema Naturae as the title of his publication. This is another important line to underline. Linnaeus used Systema Naturae as his title of his publication. Please underline this. The scope of systematics was later enlarged to include identification, nomenclature, and classification. Systematic takes into account evolutionary relationship between organisms. Means the difference between taxonomy and systematic is so little. Taxonomy just just classify the one animal to species, genus, family, order, class, phylum, kingdom, and domain. But systematic used to take an account of evolutionary relationship between organisms. So this is another important. You may underline this. And as per the rules, I have to complete my class here. So thank you for joining us. In the last class, I have not say goodbye to all of you. So in this class, I will not repeat my fault. So goodbye to all of you. We'll see you again in lecture number 3. We'll meet again at lecture number 3. So goodbye. And obviously, if you need this note, I have engulfed in the note, and I have made a full note basis on this chapter. So please comment me. I will send to you
Pulling
the
up
whole
black
note
Rhinos once you
I
go
have
down.
prepared
You
here.
must be crazy if you think
Thank
that I'ma
you
slow down. I wanna hear it, talking
for
shit from the drama.
watching.
Keep it coming, I'ma send you to your mama. Mr. Whip, 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 and the guns out. Dropping bodies in the place till the sun's out. Can't fuck with this, I'm going to try. Just like the bullets fly, I'm the last one to die.